2009, I had a panic attack while watching the movie Coraline, and that's because I was severely anxious. And at that time, I was actually also experiencing depersonalization, realization, time felt distorted, memory issues, and just a whole host of other symptoms. And I very easily felt kind of ungrounded. It didn't take a whole lot to make me feel super ungrounded. But that movie was just so weird. And I think Tim Burton produces it. But it was just so detached from reality. I remember sitting there with these friends that I had made. And they were just enjoying it. And I remember there was like this moment where like I looked over at them and I could see them eating their popcorn. And everything felt like a movie, which is ironic because I was at the movies. And then I looked at my hands and then they didn't feel like my own hands. I felt, depersonalized. And I literally went, ah! And I literally got up and I rushed out of the movie theater, and I did what anybody does in that situation. I called my mom. And I remember I called her out, and she was like 2 hours away because I had moved away from her house after high school trying to fly on my own. And I was like, Mom, I just freaked out in the movie theater and I feel like I'm dying and all these things. And I didn't even know what a panic attack was at that point, by the way. I didn't know what depersonalization realization was. I didn't know what any of that stuff was. And I'll never forget my mom, God bless her soul. She was like, Jordan, I feel like it's time to come home. Like the birdie needs to come back to the nest. I was like, I think you're right. And it ended up working out really well. I had like a lot of favor to break my lease at my apartment at the time. And I'll never forget packing up all my stuff and headed back home. But anyway, that was very, very embarrassing. One of many, many embarrassing panic attacks. And I just want to share that with you to let you know that if you're going through panic attacks, you're not going crazy. It's just that, there's some sort of sensory trigger that has put your body into fight or flight response, and the stress just goes up and up. And especially if you start to resist, that's especially what fuels panic attacks, is resistance. And so the way that we fix this is we need to make your body your safe place as well as get rid of the resistance. And that is something that I had to do, and that is something that I do with my clients as well. And I hope that this has encouraged you and let you know that you're not alone.